So this is a quick review of the OtterBox Galaxy Note 8 case. This is the Commuter series. I've liked these cases for a long time. I've had this one for about a year since I got my Note 8, and I wanted to do a review of it, kind of with some time on it, some hard use to see how it held up if you're looking at getting one of these. They have been one of my favorite style and brand of cases, but there are a few drawbacks. So let's take a look at it and see how it does. The first thing I really like about these is the two-part design. You've got, the rubber inside, kind of gives it a little bit of spring, a little bit of cushion, and for me, a little bit of grip. And then you have the hard shell on the outside. So one thing that I've really liked about the Commuter series versus the Defender is the Defender. It is stronger, but it makes it a lot blockier. And then especially for me, I like putting it down on its face sometimes, and this gives you a tiny bit of grip here around the edges. One of the good things is some of the cases you get, they have a lot of rubber on the outside, which for me makes it hard to put in and out of my pocket. It kind of grips a little bit too much when you put it in and out of your pocket. Now, one of the things that I don't like about this case is the corners are just rubber, especially this one here. All right, so we've got here the Note 8. And when you've got it in the case, you can see that corner is exposed, and for me, drop my phone a lot, hits right there. And it's become a little bit damaged. So, like I said, one of the things I like is that you can put it face down, and the actual screen itself is not going to be touching. It's got a lip, but it's also just on the top and the bottom, and then these corners are pretty exposed with just having rubber and not having any of that hard shell casing on the corners. It's kind of hard to see this with the black. You can see the damage there from hitting on that corner. The accessibility for the S Pen is pretty good, but you lose some protection having it that exposed. The flaps have held up pretty well. In the past, these were usually the first thing to go for me, and this time, I've got some gouges and scratches on it, but that's what it's there for. It does trap a lot of dirt. The buttons work well, but this time what's starting to go is on the hard plastic shell here. This is starting to break and come apart. So should you get one? I think they're great. It depends on kind of how hard you're using it. If you're like me, doing construction out in the field a lot, you probably want to go with something a little heavier. I did get some scratches on the screen from when I dropped it, and it hit the screen instead of hitting the case. I mean, it's a huge screen, so that's kind of hard to avoid in a lot of cases, but sometimes I feel like there were a few instances where it should have protected it and it didn't, just because of the design of the case. That corner is really kind of a deal breaker for me, and the fact that it's coming apart after about a year of use. So I wish this was a little bit bigger and covered more of the edges of the phone, but I still love it.
So to wrap things up, if you work in construction or are just really hard on your phone, I'm going to recommend you find something a little more heavy duty than this case. Otherwise, it is a great case. It's not too big, but still offers a ton of protection. Please remember to use the link in the description to get to Amazon. Purchasing through that link really helps me out and doesn't cost you anything extra. Please like this video if it has helped you out, or if you disagree with me, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll know when I finish a new product review, or if you're interested in the other projects I'm working on. Thanks for watching.